All aboard!
Greetings, passengers. You're listening to Derailed. For your own safety, please avoid getting attached to any one topic, as the Derailed crew will most likely, as their name suggests, derail before you have your fill. When listening to When listening to Derailed, please keep your earbuds in and your speakers low, as we would rather not be responsible for anything we may say on this podcast. Pulling into the station now is Season 2, Episode 6. My name is Greg, and I will be your train conductor, and as always, I am joined by Harry the engineer and Adash the tank engine. How are you guys doing?
Wait, the engine?
Yeah, you're the engine.
Alright. Looks like
I feel like
in the work.
I don't know why. I feel like the intro felt shorter today for some reason when I was reading it. Who knows? Maybe I just read it too fast this time.
And speaking of Reddit, that's our introductory topic.
Alright, I guess we're just gonna go straight there.
Yeah. For Reddit, I actually didn't collect too much because I think the last topic is going to end up taking a bit of a discussion. But I put the two links in the podcasting couch chat. So the first one, which the post itself is fairly funny, but like it's, you know, any actual Reddit user knows that like the comments is where Reddit shines.
Any actual Reddit user.
Exactly. So basically, it's the post is like discussing joke characters on SCP, which I think I don't actually entirely know SCP. I just know that it's just. I'm pretty sure it's a game. I don't even know the medium, but
it's like the monsters thing.
Yeah. So
it's the creepy.
It was a film project thing that some dude did, and he has told. It's not a game. It's not a game. It's a whole film thing that this dude did on YouTube with its own lore and everything and whatever.
Yeah, and there's like a bunch of different numbered ones that all have like different abilities.
So
and
I think
stuff.
that I don't remember what SCP stands for, but normally it stands for like the creatures that come from what they call the back rooms and stuff. And that's what the whole kind of like extra area is called. The back
Special
rooms.
Containment Procedures.
Yeah. So the it's called the SCP Foundation. Like,
wait, secure, contain, and protect. Which one is right?
I don't know.
Oh no, I think it's secure, contain, and protect.
Yeah,
I think the special containment procedures is like an actual foundation.
So the SCP Foundation is like they are meant to like hold these creatures, and so it's like when you have like this many random creepy monsters, like the like serious ones, like one of them I remember was it's the monster where like if you actually look at its face, whether that's on a drawing or like a photograph or at the actual monster itself, it will not stop until it kills you, which is pretty weird.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's one of the monsters. But anyway, it's like they have a bunch. So eventually it was likely that like a couple of them would end up being joke monsters.
Right.
So this thread has quite a few of people sharing like their favorite joke monster, and by far the best one is the top one. So it's hard to like fully this is one of those jokes that's like better if you read it, but I'll do my best to set it up the way they did. So this monster is called SCP-649-2568-J. Okay, so basically it looks like a python. And what it does is that it reshapes any geological features it sees or has heard described. These reshaping events exclusively affect any features the entity deems as too flat. this has in the past included plains, marshes, and ocean floor. And then it goes on to describe that like if it deems something as too flat, then it creates an extrusion from the center, kind of like creating like a large plateau. And then the other thing that it says is when interviewed, the creature displays a compulsion to disclose the truthful answer to any inquiry. So it only tells the truth. And this compulsion has led to the discovery of several escape attempts. And then they have the interview log. So the following interview took place very shortly after containment. Dr. Cimmerian, hello. In your own words, describe yourself. And the monster goes, well, I like big butts, and I cannot lie.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So apparently, I was looking at the Reddit comments for this. This is like weirdly deep for what it is, but you know the song I like big butts and I cannot lie. Apparently, there's a line in the song that says to call the number
1-800.
What is it?
Mix-a-Lot.
Yeah, and then that ID number spells the 6492568 from the SCP number spells Mix-a-Lot on a phone if you type it in.
Oh my god. Oh.
So someone just like put way too much time into developing the lore for this thing.
It wasn't actually that much thought though. It was just a very
No, it's not. But it goes deeper actually.
Oh no.
So the person who made the song is named Sir Mix-a-Lot. That's why they told him to call him that number in the thing. But other parts. So when I read the article you were talking about in the interview, it says, "Well, I like big butts and I cannot lie." I didn't realize because I was like, "Wait, they spelled butts wrong," but whatever. No, it's a reference to
that's the
land.
Point. Yeah, the landmass, the extrusion, like a plateau.
Yeah.
In other words, a butt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole joke. That's why I meant is it's harder to explain in audio form because if you read it you'd know that like it's I like big butts.
Right. Is it pronounced butt?
Yeah.
I always thought it was pronounced differently. Nope, it's butte. I was right.
Oh, it's butte. Well, in any case,
at least North American pronunciation. Yeah, I was like, I could have sworn it was butte. How is it pronounced in? Oh no, it's also butte in British. Okay, yeah. I was like, I always thought it was called butte, but.
Yeah, and so yeah, there's this other one where this guy basically figures out that like he can just lie about a Keter class threat. So he's like, yeah, there's this monster here that has mimetic features, which is basically like you forget about seeing the creature. And he's immune to it, so he's like, don't worry, like I'll monitor the creature and make sure like it stays contained. But then he just keeps asking for the most outlandish shit. He's like, yeah, we need a pool at exactly this temperature. And then it's like, you gotta make sure to have like 4 to 5 different buffets every day. And then like my favorite part is when he asked like to include like other researchers and their names are like Candy and like Diamond or something. So he just has fucking strippers and they're like, yeah, these are my new researchers, and it's just like they just like eat it up. I'm like, which I guess is like a bit of a joke at the SCP Foundation itself.
Honestly, like from just these posts and like going to the website where this is, you would think that this is just an entire bit. Like all the SCP things are just different like fucking jokes that are based off the SCP universe. But no, it is like an actual thing that people add a lot of lore to and create a bunch of different crazy monsters with.
They had like so many interesting ones, so I was curious because I was like, it makes sense that there's a few joke ones in there. But these jokes are like so high quality.
Yeah. All right, let's get to the main topic. Thank you, Adash, for giving us this 40-minute Reddit segment.
Holy shit! What is this intro, Adash? You gotta fix your intro.
This is not my fault. I put 2 things down.
But you're in charge of the intro segment.
You could just cut out the entire Twitch conversation. And
I'm not cutting it.
Yeah,
just cut the whole Twitch.
Yeah. All right, main topic time. Yeah, it's her.
Yeah, it's you, Greg. No, you.
All right, hey.
All right, Greg. So Greg's topic for today,
Holy shit,
is the discussion of whether we would be able to survive certain game universes. Kind of like if you actually got essentially if you got isekai'd into it.
Yeah.
Without you don't get no tutorial.
Yes, that's the topic.
Yeah.
Yes.
You guys all have the list pulled up, right?
Yeah.
I'm assuming we're just gonna go one by one and discuss each game. Yeah. And your specifications were that the mechanics of the game are still sound, so we can still abuse them.
So you can still use them. So like, what's it called?
So like Minecraft, which is the first one, we can actually punch the trees to get. It's not just we're in real life.
You take in that universe's genetics or coding.
Genetics.
Well, if you become a character, I mean, a person in another universe, I guess.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we are matching what those characters are.
Yeah, you become one with the universe.
In Crab Game, we're crabs, we're not people.
But Minecraft is a really interesting one because, like, do I get the same inventory level as Steve? Because Steve can hold
it's the same.
Huh?
I would assume so. So this is the way that I am thinking about these, and this is why I asked if you wanted to do the tier thing, is because I was thinking about these as like, if I got put in this game, or if I just played this game, would I be able to complete the entire game without dying a single time? That's basically what I was trying to think of.
Well, you don't get a respawn.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So that's why I'm saying, it's like, if I can beat this game in real life, or not in real life, but like on my computer, if I could beat the entire game without dying a single time, then I'm confident in saying I could survive in that game. That's why Minecraft, I don't know. Yeah, because I've never played hardcore Minecraft.
You don't get a tutorial, and you have to figure everything out on your own.
But wait, didn't you say we'd maintain the knowledge we have from what we know about it?
Did I say that?
So do we not?
So?
I don't know.
If not, it lowers the chances.
If not, I'm dead. If not, I'm dead. Yeah. Every single one of these.
I think we kind of have to have the knowledge.
Have to have the knowledge.
Yeah. But even with the knowledge, I don't know if I've ever had a single.
Well, the thing is, like, for Minecraft realistically, if you didn't want to, you don't have to beat the game, but you could survive.
Yeah. But we're starting, right? So Minecraft, I mean, but even just survival, like, you gotta deal with creepers, like zombies every single night. Like, even if I had the pre-knowledge to like do all the things that prevent, like, get a house, and like, there's always the chance that you just fall off some shit and die.
Yeah, that's true.
Which happens all the time in Minecraft.
I think it's doable if you're careful. Like,
it's doable.
Yeah. Well, if it was my real life, I would be so fucking careful about it. Like, I would be like, I know how to do this, and I'm going to be. The only problem is, like, Minecraft is different now, bro. Like, if we were talking about Minecraft like 6 years ago, I could say with 100% confidence that I could survive with my knowledge of the game. But nowadays, like, at night, if you don't like go to sleep now, like, things will come to hunt you down, so you can't just get away with, like,
the nightmare things will come. And
okay, are we doing like 1.20 or should we just do like 1.12?
We're doing most recent. We're doing most recent.
Fucking hell.
That's why I'm saying is, like, with my current knowledge, I feel like there are some things that I wouldn't know, and then I would just get fucked.
Then I'm probably
just get boned in. I've played it recently enough that I know most of the new stuff. The main thing was, to be honestly, is just run a shield. Because you can block the creeper explosions, block arrows, and everything with the shield.
But if we're honest, if I got sent to a Minecraft world and I knew there was no way back, I'd be okay with dying. Who wants to fucking live in Minecraft's world?
Yeah.
No one else is there with, I guess, the villagers, but they don't even say anything. They just go, huh. Like, you're just by yourself constantly looking for survival, eating the same exact shit every day, unseasoned, furnace cooked steak. And,
bro, I might try to just speedrun it. I might become a monster hunter, low key. I just start fucking going around killing things, going to the netherworld, and just like slaughter everything.
Dull. Yeah.
Might as well.
Like, you would have to risk things in order for life to be anything more than just, I'm just camping out in my house and farming and eating every day and doing literally nothing else with my life.
I'm bringing enough materials to make a TNT cannon in the netherworld, and I'm just shooting everything. I don't give a fuck anymore. Fuck them.
How does pain work? Do Minecraft characters feel pain?
I don't think so.
But when he gets hurt, he goes, oh.
Yeah, but you get no debuff.
This recent one does that? I don't think the recent one does that.
You also get no debuff.
He doesn't make any noise
So,
when he gets hit?
I don't think... if you get 0 debuff when you're in pain, then I don't think you feel pain in the game.
You lose health, though. But yeah, I think this is getting to like a point where we can't actually debate because it's a game.
Well,
but,
I mean, if we're going to do stuff like that, like, but technically, even though he has health, it doesn't deteriorate his ability to do anything.
Yeah,
So,
and it regens. Like,
I guess it's more like a
really
tolerance
quickly,
meter.
So, yeah. But you can get like weakness and cursed and slowed and stuff like that.
That's
so
true.
Poison just brings you to the brink of
on
death.
fire. And Ash would just be like, wait, I can set myself on fire without actually getting hurt?
Well, no, he likes to hear the screams of other people.
Oh, that's
He
true.
wants to hear the
He would go
screams of
around with
himself.
flint and steel burning villagers.
Not villagers. I do it to zombies.
I feel like
what a good person.
I feel like eventually I'd go insane and just start killing villagers.
Yeah.
Just be like, what else is there to do?
You can't even bone anything. Like,
I mean, that iron golem be thick, so I don't know.
Realistically,
You
like if I
haven't-
was stuck in that situation, I think I would eventually kill myself because holy shit, like that would be so dull. But I would spend at least a few years just building everything I could just to have fun and like build boat races and like cool piston contraptions and try to experience everything there is to experience and then die.
So,
Ark, no, you're done. There's no way. You literally spawn and there's raptors right there going to eat you.
So here's the thing:
Like-
if we're talking about the actual game, like as it is, just as it is dead. But
Right.
but the more interesting topic would be, what if it's the way it goes in? Shut the fuck up, Harry. The more interesting one would be nerd. Never mind. Let's move on.
No, keep going.
It is
Nerd.
how it would be if it was based on the Explorer notes, and in the Explorer notes, you would like there were a bunch of tribes in Ark. So the way it works is like
Ooga booga.
there are actually like groups of people. So it's like, what if like you wake up in Ark? Because the way it works is like when you wake up, it's like you essentially end up near a group of people. And to be fair, the thing with Ark is that like in general, like according to Explorer notes, most of the tribes, like if you were new, like they would like adopt you in, and so it's like you are almost certainly going to die at some point, but it is possible if you got adopted into a tribe, you could survive for a bit. So.
Well, to go back to my question before, have you guys ever had an Ark survival world where you didn't die a single time?
Fuck no.
No.
Okay, well, I think that answers that question.
Yeah, I mean you're dead regardless.
You're almost guaranteed to die like within the first 20-30 minutes just because some random raptor's gonna find your ass. You're gonna be sitting there with a spear in your hand. You're like, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, no.
So, just from the terms of the main character point of view, I think we can all agree that
You're dead.
we would die if we were sent there, no matter how much knowledge you have.
Same in the next
All right,
one.
Borderlands.
I'm dead.
I don't actually know, because I know the Borderlands games I mean, not for you, but for me, I know the Borderlands games really well. So I think I could probably survive. And then the big thing here is the death thing where if you die, you can still revive yourself by killing something.
With the...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fight for your life mechanic.
That is the fight for your life
so
mechanic.
even if you do fuck up, which if you're actually playing safe and not running and gunning, because normally when you die in Borderlands, it's because you're getting careless because it's fun. Like you just run around start shooting things while you're running at them.
I guess if we were to be a little bit more realistic, like people wouldn't have health bars like that. It would.
Yeah, but
after
like
the
if you
shield,
didn't actually want to die in Borderlands, you just get a sniper, stay far away, and kill everything.
Yeah, that's true.
The only parts where it'd be scary to actually survive or not would be like boss fights. But we never said you had to complete the game, so you don't have to actually.
I mean, it's just being in a universe, so like you could survive in Borderlands. It kind of.
Now the question is, do you want to survive?
No. I mean, if you can get some of that Lilith
catch me at Moxie's bar 24/7.
What if I just became like a Hyperion employee? Like just a regular white collar worker.
Could.
Well, I mean, if you sucked enough dick, you could probably.
Yeah, you could. Yeah. And you'd probably have a pretty good life.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like
You'd make money.
You are thinking like Borderlands. If you actually take away the vault hunting part, in general, it is just normal space worlds. So
Yeah.
you could just
I guess
blend
Pandora's really done.
It would
really
be
shit
difficult,
show.
but I think it would be doable, especially for people like
Yeah.
us who come
be
from
doable.
civilized places. So it's like, yeah, because
if you're
like
not on
obviously the
Pandora,
premise
it's
is you
fine.
have you have to be born on Pandora according to the rules, but
shit.
you could probably still find a way to work for like Jack or something,
Yeah.
or like get your way up the ladder.
Yeah,
but
you know-
like Harry said, you would have to suck some dick probably.
Probably.
I'll just make sure Maya doesn't get killed.
Yeah, no, that's why I was like, just catch me at Moxie's bar, just drinking every single day. That's my
yeah.
life there. go outside of the fucking sanctuary, kill a few skags, and stay safe. And then just use the money and weapons I trade in just to buy food and just stay on the ship where there are other people. I mean, not even just Moxie. There are just like average people there, so I'm sure you could find
That aren't
some sort
fucking
of
crazy
mediocre life. Yeah, yeah.
All right, GTA 5. I actually think
So-
easy.
So this one I had an interesting thought about because this is a third person, over the shoulder game. I was like, what if your vision in this game was also third person over the shoulder?
No.
And like
get used to it
you can,
eventually.
like, and certain things you can toggle it into like first person, like when you ADS or when you like want to read something, you can go in first person. But like majority of your life, you're actually looking. In
I
third
kill
person.
myself. No. No.
Really?
I don't think I would mind that much.
I think
I feel like it would be more advantageous than anything.
As long as you can toggle
it.
yourself into first person just for like reading computers or using computers and stuff.
Like things that are basically you have to be first person to do.
But
like,
that's
using your
what I mean.
phone or
I
reading.
would rather be first person 90, like if it's 90% of the time first person and 10% of the time third person, I'd be down. But if it's the other way around, then no.
Why?
I don't want that. Like that would get very annoying in everyday life.
That's too damn bad.
It would be weird at first, but I think I'd get used to it. But anyway, I mean, you can actually toggle first person in GTA 5.
You can
you
real
don't
life
have to
corner
do
peek
that.
people.
So the thing with GTA 5 is that why would you need to? So
That's
the thing
what
with
I was
GTA
gonna
5 is
say.
technically it's like pretty close to real life, but there are some differences in that you can commit crimes and get away with one crime without calling the police. Like the way GTA 5 works, if you don't know, is the police get called on you if you either commit 2 crimes back to back or if they witness you committing a crime.
Yeah.
So that means as long
Or
as
if
there's
you're
enough
black.
time in between it, you can do one. And when I say crime, I mean like kill someone. Robbing a store instantly gets you the cops, even if it's your first time. So, but like with my knowledge of GTA 5 mechanics, this might be one of the easier than life ones because I would be able to abuse the shit
what I was saying.
out of some of the things I know about. Like all you got to do is pull off like a fucking heist, and then to get the cops off you, just fucking go to the barbershop. The first time you go to the barbershop, the cutscene that plays gets rid of the police.
Los Santos.
So just
Yeah.
yeah.
Like no, GTA 5 I think is easy cuz you can eat bullets in that game
easily.
too.
Oh yeah, yeah. And getting rid of police is easy. Getting away with crimes is really easy. And then you just have all that money and you can do whatever you want with it. So, and it wouldn't even be that shitty of a life because it's like pretty close to real life. Get nice cars, go to strip clubs, like hang out with boys. I guess
Strip
What?
club.
go find Lamar.
Oh.
Yeah. So I think we all agree GTA 5 is a easier than real life
Monster
one.
Hunter, I don't know.
If you just camp out in the bases and then you just go out and get like things that you can sell.
Based on the
and plants and
mechanics, you
stuff.
don't die. You get knocked out and essentially your what's it called? Your your cat motherfucker
Yeah.
brings you back essentially. And then your handler looks at you worried.
I think we have to call it dying though, or else you're just
Yeah,
immortal.
Yeah.
In the same way that you can respawn in Minecraft, but you do technically die. So I think we still call that die. But I mean, I think you could survive. It just wouldn't be a fun life. Like you're just stuck in like.
I
the
think if
camping
I was
area.
in that world, I would definitely run a gun. Probably.
Yeah. Given the option, and I would only go out with like squads of several other people.
Yeah, no.
And I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna be a backliner. Not because I don't want to be close range, but because I'm a good shot.
I'll just become one of the ecologist boys. Like they don't ever have to go out
Yeah.
except to take down Zora Magdaros. But like besides
So
that,
conclusion, I don't think it's that hard to survive here, but
it'd be
It could be
boring.
rough.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Playing
boring.
it safe would be boring, but playing it risky would be risky. So
Bro, 7 days to die. I didn't bail myself.
I'm not surviving 7.
I don't think there's any point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll run to the first like gas station, find a gun, and load it up and shoot myself.
Facts.
I do wonder how the zombie mechanics work in 7 Days to Die. I mean, at least from what we know, you don't turn into a zombie if you die.
Yeah,
because we played on the same server.
I'm thinking
so.
like Walking Dead, but no, like
Well, you don't.
just
Yeah,
don't get
turn into
turned.
a zombie when you die. Yeah,
But-
because if you do turn into a zombie when you die, that's a different story. I would still probably kill myself, but I'd try to like
Burn the
bury myself in
evidence?
a hole. Yeah, or yeah, just burn myself. Yeah, cremate myself.
Yeah.
That would hurt a lot.
Well, I thought if
I might
you
take
shot yourself
suffocating
or
myself. in the
like the headshots, you basically won't come back.
This is why I was
It
thinking.
depends
I was
on
like,
what zombie
I'd want to
media
commandeer
you're
a
talking
car,
about, though.
go to a volcano, and just like shoot myself so I fall into the volcano.
Yeah. 7 Days to Die is just a catch-all for any zombie
Yeah.
game. Just any zombie game. Fuck that. Just get me out of
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
Why would you even want to survive? It's like there's nothing to live for. All right.
Warband.
This one's interesting.
So this is just. Yeah, this is like, would you want to or be able to survive in like old times? Because that's essentially what this is.
Also, the game is Mountain Blade Warband for listeners.
Oh yeah, Mountain Blade Warband. You have the option to basically just leave it up to chance and let your troops do the fighting for you, and you don't go in there by yourself.
Yeah, and even if you lose, you can surrender and just go to
Yeah.
jail.
Fuck, I want to play Mountain Blade Warband now.
Yeah, me too. I actually do now. One day when Bannerlord goes on sale, maybe.
Go ahead.
But anyway, yeah, so yeah, no, Mountain Blade Warband is the game that for some reason we all just like really got attached to.
Yeah.
It was just fun. It's a good game,
It is a good
but it's
game.
very old. But it's a game essentially about conquest. Like you're like the leader of a. You don't start as the leader of a nation. You kind of just start as a dude. But you sort of build your way up by getting bigger and bigger armies and rising up the ladder in terms of taking over shit. And you can eventually become the leader of your country. And apparently you can dominate the entire world. Did any of us ever do that?
I didn't go all the way.
I think you got close, right?
I got very
Yeah, you
close.
got close.
I think we got really close, and then it became a hassle.
Oh yeah, because they just keep taking land like from the other side of the map, and you're like, all right. So the question for this one is, how would the mechanic of the map area work? Because I think it would be pretty easy to survive if it works like it works in game, where like you can see the troops moving. So like if you see a troop that's way bigger than yours, you could just be like, all right, I'm out.
Yeah, to be fair though, that's just based on scouts and stuff. Like in the game, it was just like if you had like, because it wasn't like that big. Like the amount that you could see wasn't that big.
Yeah.
So I still think it's just based on your ability to like command a force.
I'm more interested if you guys were in the Mountain Blade world, what would you do? Would you actually try to conquest a lot, or would you just chill?
I wouldn't try to conquest the world because that's just too much. But I would try to become a jarl of like one of those like lords. Like I wouldn't want to be king.
Yeah.
But I just become
you have a castle, you have land,
Yeah.
you have a wife. Yeah, you have your own troop.
No, I wouldn't want a wife.
And-
I'd go around
Okay.
like.
You have a husband.
No, that's it. I set myself up for that one. That's fair.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I'd go around fucking the other lords' wives just because I can.
What about you, Harry?
What?
What would you do in this world? Would you actually do the same thing you would do in game, or would you play it safe and like stay in a town as a normal citizen or something?
I don't know, because I feel like just if you're a citizen, you're just living the 1600s life. That shit kind of.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
at any
probably
point,
would
you can just
try.
get mugged by like.
I would probably
bandits
try
on
to
the
be
street.
like. I probably wouldn't conquest too much, because then that makes it very easy for yourself to get targeted. Or maybe, I mean, if you do world conquest, then it's like,
See, you know what I would do? It's kind of scummy, but like we're using the premise that I know that I'm in a game. So what I would do is I would become a brigand. Like I would get a group of like 10 dudes, because like the less people you have in that game, the faster you move on the map. So I would never have to worry about encountering a big army. So I would just raid caravans that have like only a few guards with like my little bandit troop, steal all the shit, get woman, move around. If I'm starting to get a reputation, just leave, go to a different nation. The world is small enough.
You know what
I
I'd
can
actually
just
do?
leave in, like, a few
I would
days.
become the training center for one of the like, because that's like the most protected, surely.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
There's
true.
no like, I wouldn't be near any vault, any gold. So no invading army would want to go near me, because the only thing waiting for you if you invade my area is the most highly, like the largest like concentration of troops that are essentially guarding nothing. So you're just walking into a fucking firefight for no reason.
Yeah, the only problems with my plan is, one, as a brigand, if I do get caught, there's no mercy. Like, I'm not going to be like spared because I'm a ward of another place. And then there's also the risk of one of my own turning against me, because that does happen in game. Yeah. But the things with that is it's very rare, and when that does happen, it's very easy to get out of. So I'm not that concerned about that. And as long as I'm very cautious, which I would be if I knew I was here, then I shouldn't run into any big troops that could just murk me. So I definitely make sure any fight I'm going into is one where I severely outnumber the other ones, and there's no other troops around that could join the battle halfway. So that I would just live like that, the scummy brigand's life. But
that's wild. What do you plan to do with these women exactly, Greg?
Treat them with respect. Give them feet massages.
Okay.
Oh, so they can use your feet.
Read poetry to them.
Oh God, you're committing war crimes at that point.
Oh, all
right. New World.
Honestly, I feel like it'd be pretty ass. Like you could survive, but like,
easily. Yeah.
The monsters and shit are kind of whack in certain areas.
Harry would hate this shit. Like, he would just be grinding, and then just a really low level skeleton would just pop up behind him, and even though it poses him no danger, he would freak out.
Yeah.
And then there's ghosts and shit too. Harry would be like, no.
Bro, I'd throw so many hands.
New World just looks so boring to live in. Like, you have nothing to look forward to.
It's like the 1700s on crack.
Yeah.
But like,
but only the bad kind.
I mean, there's nothing. That's the thing, is like in Mount and Blade Warband, you see slight signs of life. Like, there are like bards, there are taverns. Like, you can imagine having a decent time, not a good time, but a decent time there. But in New World, like, the towns are just, everything is utility. Yep. Everything in the towns is, I can go out and fight better. There's no like, oh, let's go have fun here. Like, there are taverns technically, like buildings that are designed as taverns, but they look so empty and lifeless compared to like Mount and Blade's like dark, but like people are actually in there, and like there's like actually like musicians and poets and stuff, and it's like, I don't know, I would just I feel like New World's another place that's easy to survive in, would not want to be there.
The next one is probably the only world I'd actively want to be isekai'd into.
Genshin Impact.
Because it's just it just seems fun.
Because you are the main character.
Yeah.
And being the main character comes with a lot of powers.
Bro, you're kind of crowded. Like,
yeah, it's very hard to die in Genshin Impact unless you challenge something way higher.
Yeah, Ether went toe to toe with a god, and he was just fine with a Doughblade, and he lived. Yeah. He won.
Like even if you walk into the Ice Mountain area, like super underleveled, you can just leave.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you only die there if you stay in the combat, but you can just very easily leave.
You can just teleport.
And the entire combat system works off. Yeah. And the entire combat system works off getting waifus to fight for you. So
well, it's not really, it just seems like it's fight with you.
Yeah.
Well, I guess in some versions you replace yourself out of the party. So.
Most versions.
But according to canon, you're in the party still, because when you go to quests, you still show up. So I just imagine he just sits on like a lawn chair and watches as his waifus go to work.
Like, all right, Gon, you're trying to bring out the rocket launcher.
No, because it's like, you know, like, let's be honest here. If I involved myself, I would just clutter up the space. So I'm just going to let you guys fight, and I'm just going to chill here. I mean, that is canonically what happens, because he's not part of the fight, but he is with them. So, yeah. No. Genshin would be amazing. Yeah, like, you're very safe for the most part, as long as you don't challenge anything. A lot of love interests, like actually canonically in the game. The world is very lively, like the towns are. Yeah. The open world, I wouldn't spend that much time in.
I just live in Mondstadt, bro. Like,
Mondstadt's great.
It's just a fun place to be.
Liyue is great. Yeah, like it's just pretty places with lots of stuff to do. Lots of personality.
It's either Mondstadt or Sumeru City, because Liyue, it's like you gotta keep working, and
definitely Genshin, definitely another game in which living Genshin is easier than living in real life, because you don't got to worry about taxes or pay or like getting a job. Like, just go out, kill some under-leveled hilichurls, get your money.
Oh yeah, commissions.
Go back to town, eat anything you want. There's like a lot of different dishes, so you wouldn't get sick of it, and they all look really good. So you got a lot of dishes to eat.
Canonically, right now in the game, I'm like rich as fuck. I got like 15, 16 mil. So,
but even if you started from nothing, it wouldn't be hard to get there, like without dying. So yeah, Genshin. Yeah, I would also very happily accept getting isekai'd there.
Oh yeah.
All right. Wait, do you have any thoughts on that, Harry? We kind of took up most of that conversation.
No.
I think it'd be fun to glide around.
Oh yeah.
Like the movement.
No, you do gotta be careful.
Oh,
You can't do that in Mondstadt, or else they'll like you're not technically allowed to just do that. But you know, that's okay.
Well, they gotta catch me.
Yeah.
And looking at most of their military
That's
at
also
current
true.
state,
Yeah.
they ain't looking so trained.
You could probably solo all of them easily.
And you know who's gonna chase me, Amber or Jean? Bagged.
All right. Next one is Divinity Original Sin 2.
Oh,
I don't know how to run this bitch because goddamn, there's some motherfuckers in this.
This is rough, yeah. Especially if we're taking the main character spot, then you start on Fort Joy.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter which side you're on. It's
just tough.
pretty ass.
Yeah.
And then you get manipulated by gods the entire time.
Yeah, no. You fuck up.
The question isn't like, do I want to live? The question is, could
you survive?
Could you survive? Yeah.
I have to say, Divinity is a hard game.
I don't think you could.
Actually, it's kind of based on your group.
Yeah.
So if your group isn't good,
that's
then
true.
You're kind of screwed.
But I think Divinity, because I don't know if we could do a playthrough where we don't die on normal mode, because it's a hard game.
Well, we can always reload the save.
There's always, like, for the most part, you're fine, but there's always that one fight that you take, and like, yeah, that is the thing. Could you save scum?
Just crits like a motherfucker.
Because I would have to assume you can't save scum, because that would make a lot of these games really easy. So if you can't, that Divinity would be very difficult to survive.
You would have to save scum like crazy in Hunibop. Oh my god.
Because like we always beat the first place by save scumming and trying to kill all the guards, and if we fail, we just save scum. So it's like doing that without the ability to save scum, and every action we take actually is permanent now, would be very scary. Yeah, I don't know if I would be able to survive in Divinity.
Slaughter everyone. No one.
But it's like, if you could survive in Divinity, I don't think it would be the worst world to live in compared to a lot of these other ones. It's not like apocalyptic, like post-apocalyptic, nothing to live for.
If you there's still cities all the way through.
Yeah, there's still cities, like lots of food, lots of places to entertain yourself at. But like to do that requires a lot of battles that you would have to win. Which
to get out of the first area would just be really rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I could.
I would choose this over going to Minecraft. Or 7 Days to Die.
Yeah, because you're just alone.
Probably over Monster Hunter.
No, I wouldn't choose Divinity over Monster Hunter. Like,
I would probably still do Monster
Hunter. Just think about the effects in Divinity, bro.
I would handle.
Oh yeah, I know.
That's true. Yeah. Like, as long as there's different types of food and some sort of entertainment, that's enough.
Yeah. All right, crab game.
I don't know if there's too much to talk about here.
Wait,
honestly,
wait. Are we talking about Crab Champions or Crab Game?
I think Crab Champions. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, Crab Champions.
I think you have to die eventually, right?
That's just how it goes.
Like, that's how it works. You either die eventually or you live immortality by yourself in the lobby, which is just as bad, in my opinion.
Yeah, fair.
So, that's just just killed me.
That's that.
All right.
Second game that I'd actually want to be isekai'd into.
Yeah, because this is just our world, except for there's like a bunch of women who are super thirsty.
Yeah, exactly.
For no reason, specifically for you.
I have unlimited Riz for some reason.
And also, gods exist, but they're all horny.
Oh yeah, I can actually fuck God.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's no reason not to live here. It's not like there's anything you lose by not being in Honeypop. So.
Right.
And you no. You know the best part about Honeypop is that you have Riz, but when you're trying to like get girls out and like get them attracted to you don't spend money on them so much as the money you spend on them refunds when you go on a date. Like you literally get money from going on a date with them.
You go on a date, you check your wallet,
you get like thousands of dollars by going out with someone.
And you just gotta risk them hard enough that money appears for you.
You could literally live your life without getting a single job. Your job could just be picking up chicks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, no reason not to do that. Elden Ring. Well, so the thing about this, me and Adash both haven't played it, but I've seen enough gameplay to know, like,
I'm not surviving.
I also don't think.
See,
Harry, you're not about to tell me you didn't die a single time.
Okay, no, I didn't die a single time, but like, if you don't go down the path, I guess you kind of have to go down the path.
Yeah.
Well, see,
if you want to survive, you gotta
if I want to survive this, going off the game mechanics, I wouldn't challenge the boss until I'll just grind the shit out of like the beginning area, which is funny though, because they have a boss in the beginning area that literally rolls your shit, which is hilarious because you're thinking, oh, he's right in front of where you get out of the tutorial. He might not be he roll your shit. Technically, with that knowledge, you can run past them and shit like that. But it's like if you just stay in that small little area with the beginning, what's it called, enemies. Technically, if you spend enough time, you could grind enough where you become OP enough. Because technically, the level scaling is infinite as long as you have enough runes, which is if you play Dark Souls, the souls, you can keep upgrading or leveling up your stats.
Are there like cities and like places you can actually stay and eat and like?
Yeah.
Because like it comes down to, is it worth spending that long just grinding if my future is just more grinding and more fighting?
Well, they don't really show, because technically everywhere you go is enemies. But it's like, there's like some cities and settlements and stuff like that. Granted though, everyone in there is trying to kill you.
I feel like I'm just gonna like start by accidentally trying to I'm gonna like try to go to a city as soon as I wake up. Like, what the fuck? I'm not trying to fight enemies. And then I'll just accidentally activate an ancient god, and then he'll kick my ass.
Yeah. I mean, me and Adash haven't played it, so we'd pretty much inevitably stumble across something.
I'm in there for millennia, and not millennia. What's her name?
Harry's going
the chick with 4 arms, right? Or,
her. That's Ronnie.
Yeah,
Ronnie, and actually no, it is millennia. I think I must search it up real quick. You can find.
Is it canon that you actually like get with them though in that game, or is it just like they're attractive characters that you talk to?
One second.
Because I think there needs to be the like thing.
No,
mechanic
Millennia's
in the game
boss.
What's her name? Because so then you would never actually be able to get with her.
It's not millennia that I was thinking about. What's her name? Fuck. It's basically your fire, the fire keeper.
I don't know.
She's your maiden, that the one that gives you in the beginning. No, but Ronnie, the canon, there's a canon ending. You basically she becomes you become a cohort, whatever. You marry in the end.
Oh, okay.
Granted, she's a doll, but
oh, that's interesting.
But she's, all powerful magic, whatever. She becomes her ruler. It's not Millennia. What's her name? Fuck, that's gonna bother me. Melina, M-E-L-I.
Oh yeah.
Melina.
I've heard of her. Yeah.
Yeah. She.
Melina.
Melina. No, it's not. It's not Melina.
Isn't it like Melania or something?
Melania. I don't
anyway,
know. I can't pronounce this shit anymore.
All right, so
it's Melania.
So Civ 6.
Melania or Melania. It depends on the E, whether it's an E or an A sound. But
I assume like all games were just going off of like normal difficulty and not like easy or hard. Because Civ 6 has quite a few difficulty modifiers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, normal. Yeah. How does Civ work?
You'd
how
just
does Civ work?
Ruler, yeah, immortal.
Yeah, you'd be essentially the ruler of a country and trying to go to the end. Either get rolled or rule everyone else, I guess.
I could probably survive. I don't think I would at least like get destroyed.
That's what I'm saying.
I might not rule everyone, but I might at least be able to like keep my own.
You can basically sustain for till the end, and it's like you're a ruler of the country, and depending on which country you are, you probably got hose.
Yeah, that's the thing. It wouldn't be that bad because like if you just found a few cities in the beginning. And then you just have good relations with your neighbors, you're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it would be hard to survive, but I think it's another one where it's like, I don't know if I'd actually want to live that life. Because we are going by game mechanics only, and there aren't hoes in the game, to my knowledge. So,
I guess so, yeah.
There's people.
Because all the other games I mentioned, there are actual in-game mechanics to, get with people. Like Mount and Blade Warband, you can. Genshin Impact, there's literal dating sims. So it's like all of those.
Funny.
Yeah. Even Divinity. Like you have sex in the game 3 separate times.
That was.
Didn't Harry have gay sex?
No, Greg.
Oh, it was Greg.
Greg had.
Yeah, Greg. I had gay sex. It was amazing.
Beast and what? Ifan.
Ifan.
I was like, yo.
That was the most uncomfortable thing I've ever seen.
It was so graphic. It was so graphic for no reason.
Bro, everyone got laid.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone got laid by you.
Too. Yeah. That's tough.
Yeah, I should have been easiest for you, but Portal 2. So as someone,
I haven't played.
Portal 2, not Portal 1. Yeah, I don't think I would survive
the next one too. So
because Portal 1, I have actually played and beat Portal 1, so I could probably survive it. Because the only time that you can actually die in Portal 1, I guess you can technically like fall into like the fucking goop and die from that. So it is difficult. I think Portal 1 I would be able to survive because really the only time you're really in danger in Portal 1 is when you fight GLaDOS. But if you know how to fight GLaDOS, it's not that hard. Like her boss fight's very easy if you know how to beat her prior to going in there, which I didn't on my first try, but I still beat her on my first try. It got very close to the clock, but I think I'd be able to survive it. Portal 2 is a different story. Portal 2 is much, much longer, and I have not beat it. And many of the levels involve you dying if you fail. So, yeah, no, I don't think I could, nor would I want to, because holy shit. I don't know if you guys know anything about the Valve Portal universe, the Half-Life Portal universe, because it's kind of a shared universe, but holy shit, it's miserable. Like, I wanted to include the Half-Life universe because it's actually really interesting lore, but yeah, if you don't know it, then there's not much to talk about. But I haven't played any of the Half-Life games except for Half-Life Alyx. So I know what happens in Half-Life Alyx, and I did watch videos of what happens in the original Half-Lives. Yeah, and it's just living. It's another one of those post-apocalyptic type worlds where life would just kind of suck as a normal person. So, yeah. Okay, right, Pokemon.
For our final one,
this is the last one. Yeah. So I don't think this would be hard to survive in.
Bro, I'm gonna get an Eevee and give it a Water Stone.
Harry, continue that.
Oh, what's wrong? What's wrong? No. There's no laws.
Elaborate on that.
Oh no! I don't know why people are like the Vaporeon specifically. Honestly, I'm more of a what's it called the
green one. Yeah. Well, Gardevoir, because she's a humanoid, so it's not as bad compared to just an animal from the other ones.
I guess it's not as bad. It's still pretty bad.
The only right answer is Ditto. Yeah. Anyway, this is not supposed to be. Yeah, next episode, which characters would you fuck in all these games?
Genshin Impact is gonna take a whole podcast on its own.
You only get to choose one. You only get to choose one from each game.
Oh fuck.
See,
honestly, that would be a pretty good topic, but not today. Though. Smash or pass another time.
Definitely.
Okay, anyway, actually, that totally should be a thing, a smash and pass one. We got to do a smash or pass episode one day, but Pokemon. Pokemon is like probably one of the most family friendly. You literally can't die because we talked about getting knocked out counts as dying, but in Pokemon it's not getting knocked out. Your Pokemon get knocked out. You never get knocked out.
So if we go off the games, like technically you never nothing ever happens, but it's like if we make the lore like real, these are actual animals out here and they could kill you and shit. And it's like
there are some Pokemon that are literal gods. Like there's a Pokemon that is the representative of the sun. But we're going by game mechanics, so it wouldn't burn you. It would just be a sun Pokemon that's just standing there.
I guess if we're going
by game mechanics, you would be fine.
It would be chilling. But like if you got implanted in the world I think it'd be pretty fun to live because it's basically just modern world with.
Could you live with yourself for the animal abuse?
I wouldn't. I just wouldn't partake in it.
Depends. I mean,
what do you mean depends?
If you capture a Pokemon and just never keep it in the ball,
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I wouldn't capture any of them. I would just try to make them pets, by becoming friends with them, not by.
I always
forcing
thought the
them into a
Pichus were
ball.
the cutest thing ever.
The what?
They are cute. Yeah,
the Pichus.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
Pichu is cute.
they evolve into Pikachu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's like the tiny,
Yeah, they were like the cutest thing ever. And
yeah, so I would try to and it's funny because the range of Pokemon is crazy. Like some of them are just like straight up just mice. Like essentially that's what Pikachu or Pichu is.
Yeah,
it's just like a mouse.
electric rats. Essentially.
But then some of them just talk. Like some of them are just like actual sentient beings. So at least according to the anime. So it's like,
yeah. All right, well that's all of the games we had listed. I don't know of any other ones that would be interesting to think about. Battlefield 2042.
Dead.
Well, I included that at the end. I put a little thing where I was like, I didn't include any war games because they're just war games. Like, if we were in those situations, we would just die.
I just leave. No.
But you can't, not in the Battlefield universe, because that's like real battles. So like those you would be executed for treason.
Not if they don't catch me.
Imprisoned. If it's modern enough, you just be tried. And well, also depends on which side, because.
Well, I think desertion, isn't that still like capital punishment now?
I don't know if they.
Like you have to be honorably released. You can't just leave. Like I'm pretty sure it's still just capital punishment. I don't think they've changed that. Like desertion is like considered treason.
U.S. will do capital punishment for desertion though. I don't know, because that's tried and held, I think, by the military. So I don't know exactly how how much they've lessened that. One I passed over. I thought about what's human fall flat. I was like, that's just goofy.
Okay, yeah, no. During time of war, death penalty can be applied. Okay. If it's not during war, you get dishonorably discharged.
Okay,
and the maximum punishment is 5 years. Nuts? Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, like during war. But I mean, Battlefield would be during war, so you still can't desert.
Wait, Greg, why do I have Just Cause 3? Oh, because you have Just Cause 3. Oh, I have your library. I forget.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I have so many games.
We have the library sharing thing. Yeah.
Oh, that's why I have Lootpocalypse.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, this is on Steam. Oh, yeah, because I downloaded off of Okay.
Yeah, no, I saw a lot of other games on the list, but most of what you'll find, and I think this is because of the way games work, is because there's always an objective. But like, I found most games would not be that fun to discuss because it's just like, even if I could survive, why would I? Like, my life is just like Spelunky, for example. Like for me, I could probably survive pretty easily with my knowledge of the game, but why would I want to? Like spending my entire life in a cave, like doing nothing but standing still and trying to be careful not to get killed by the million things that could kill me. Like, just go ahead and take me, spider. Like, why would I even want to stay alive? Yeah. So it's like a lot of games are like that, where it's just like, I could maybe survive. I don't think I would want to.
Pico Park.
Like Beat Saber, like, yeah, like I can survive the maps and not die, but like, why would I want to? I don't want to live my entire life stuck in an endless void where I have to slash the notes. Like, that would be terrifying.
Yeah, and also terrible. Know. I was gonna say Subverse, but we never actually really played.
I never played it. I don't know anything about it. I haven't seen gameplay.
It's very mixed.
From what I remember, it was a difficult game, and therefore I probably wouldn't be able to survive in it. But I wouldn't say no to being there because it's Subverse. So
Doom Eternal. But you actually have the Doomslayer's powers. It still wouldn't matter. You're dead.
Yeah, even if you're not, like, what do you get? You just get to move on to the next level where you have to keep fighting hell creatures. Like, your entire life is fighting hell creatures. So it's just like,
bro, borrow trauma.
Why? That's the worst one. I'd kill myself.
I wouldn't say it's the worst, but I wouldn't super enjoy doing that. It's definitely better than like 7 Days to Die, because like you can just like between missions you can just stay at like a base and like chill with like the food and entertainment systems. And
make sure you're on a ship with a lot of motherfuckers.
Yeah. I thought about Sea of Thieves and I was like, nah, not with the Sea of Thieves community. Like, holy shit. Yeah. You would get hunted down immediately. You would die with a 10-year-old screaming slurs in your ear. Like, that's the worst. Like, if I'm gonna die, at least let me die with dignity.
Yeah.
Among Us.
Sus.
Among Us.
I don't even know how that would work. Like, what happens after you beat the imposter in that game? Just nothing? You just live in the spaceship happily?
In that
like, what
fucking
is the
shitty
game?
spacesuit? I'm good. I pass. Just
Yeah.
vote me out.
As
I'm
like
sus.
as weird blobous creatures that don't seem to have any real sentience.
This episode was sponsored by Ray Shadow Legends.
No.
It's actually Manscaped. Shave your balls with Manscaped.
I always like how Manscaped ads and stuff, like, they can't just say that usually. Like, they usually try to dress it up so that, like, they're speaking a little bit more civilly.
Yeah.
Like, they can't just be like, all right, shave your balls.
Shave your balls
That's what
with
this is.
Manscaped.
Yeah.
Really go to town.
Anyway, so I think the conclusion is the vast majority of games would really suck to be in, even if you could survive. Most games you could survive in because there's not that many games that are like super hardcore difficult. But most games you wouldn't.
What games would
to
you
survive
actually
in.
want to be isekai'd into? I'd say Genshin for me. That's top.
Besides obviously Genshin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. What other
GTA 5,
Yeah,
like we
GTA
talked
5 would
about,
be
it's
good.
like, with my knowledge of the mechanics, it's just the real world, except for I have some benefits of being able to just get away with shit.
I don't know what other. I mean, Hunipop would be pretty cool, I guess.
Like, imagine Hunipop too. Imagine GTA 5 world, like, you just see a nice car, you're like, I'm just gonna take it. Like, that's just my car.
Get fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no speeding tickets.
Nope. Never. Even if the police see you, they're just
Yeah,
like,
no.
yeah, he's cool. He can run traffic lights. We don't care.
Oh, bro, crab champions.
No.
No. Harry just wants to be a crab.
No,
Confirmed.
what?
Yeah. Harry's got crabs. Confirmed.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, I can't think of any
Yeah,
other
no, I
one.
think I think that's about it. Yeah.
Like, I don't. There isn't many I
obviously,
choose to go into.
Pretty much every anime game that isn't like an apocalypse world. Like, obviously no Nier Automata, because, like, holy shit.
Oh, yeah, no.
Also, in that scenario, you would be 2B, so.
Yeah.
Hey,
I mean, I have
that
cake.
is-
Yeah.
No, Harry would go in that world and just stare at himself in a mirror
Oh yeah, bro.
nonstop.
I would be smacking my own ass all day.
Oh, great.
There's a
oh,
sad
boy.
clip.
Okay.
The things I would do to myself.
Yeah, true.
All right, let's get to the outro.
Yeah. So I am the one with the topics this time.
I am the one on the guy.
So here are the 3 topic choices. The first one is whoops moments, and that's exactly what it sounds like. Just story. We just tell stories about times where we're like, whoops. The second one is improv games. That's coming back, and then the third one is. I'm pretty happy with this one actually, is the Harry Spelling Bee Challenge, in which I give Harry words that are hard to spell, and Adash is his teammate, but Adash is not allowed to help Harry spell any of the words. Instead, there will be different levels in which Adash gets different ways to assist Harry that steadily get worse and less helpful as the game goes on.
Okay, I think Adash is probably going to want to do that.
I feel like it would be bullying.
All right,
though.
what's the last one?
That was the Harry Spelling Bee, but the one before that.
No, that's why I put you guys on the same team for that, because that went through a few iterations, one of which was just you guys competing
What's
against
the
each
next
other in
one?
a spelling bee.
Like the last one of the. Or is there 3 options or is it just 2 options?
3. So whoops
yes.
moments, improv games, and the Harry Spelling Bee Challenge.
Oh, that is the last one. Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to do the last one.
I kind of do too.
We could do it.
Yeah. The other version of this was the spelling bee telephone challenge, where like I give something to Harry to spell, and then Harry spells it to Adash, and then Adash has to guess what the word is. But I was like, Harry's spelling isn't that bad. That it's unrecognizable what the word is. Like, Adash would always get what he was trying to say from your.
We'd need like 3
usually
to 4 rounds of different people spelling.
Yeah, and you can't do that with telephone unless you have more people. So, Yeah, so I changed it to that. All right, well, next week is the Harry Spelling Bee Challenge. That will be interesting. I'll prepare
I
a
have
list of
faith,
words.
honestly.
And,
Harry's going to come in here and rock it.
well, Adash is going to be helping you through it, and he will be very helpful at the beginning, and then not helpful
Bro,
at
I'm
all.
about to memorize a dictionary.
Yeah. The other thing, too, is I hope I actually am helpful. Like, imagine I actually just suck at this.
That's true. Like, imagine it's a word that you don't know how to
Yeah.
spell, and then you give him a hint that actually makes him spell it wrong. Well, we'll see how it goes. I'm not planning on choosing like crazy, like actual spelling bee words. I'm just gonna go with like slightly more complicated ones that I don't think Harry will be able to spell
It's just
instinctively.
so interesting, like how Harry spells certain things, because like he'll get certain words that aren't common.
Yeah.
Correct. Like he spelled rampart, no issues, but then he misspelled
That's right,
weapon.
yeah.
And I was just so confused.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, what?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Well, I guess we'll take it down to a science next week then. And the intro topic for next week, Harry, go ahead and spin that wheel.
Oh, yeah. That's why you sent it to me.
Nice. Is this your spinning song? Why is it the John Cena song?
I don't know. All right. My
My
choice is teachable moments.
Okay.
Okay.
I can't wait for Harry to teach us something before
learn about cars.
being quizzed on spelling.
Shit.
True,
Oh, wow.
true.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So next week is going to be a very like school
Yeah.
episode. All right. Anyone else have anything to add?
No.
There once was a boy named Harry. Oh wait, we're still recording. I can't be a crackhead yet.
Okay.
Yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today on Derailed. We run the same day and time every week, 12 o'clock a.m. Eastern on Fridays. You can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/@thederailedpodcast and as Derailed on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you go to get your podcasts. Thank you all for accompanying us on this journey, and we hope to see you again next week. Bye-bye.
Podcast.
Boys.
Did you just say the word podcast?
Yeah, I don't know. Just you said
Are you
podcast
trying to do
so
like a
many
Pokemon
times.
thing?
No.
Podcast.
Because
Podcast
the way
is
you said
evolving.
podcast so many times, I was like, oh, podcast.